Over the past weeks, Iran has been shaken by some of the largest protests in recent years, with unarmed citizens taking to the streets, mass arrests, internet blackouts, and increasing global attention. But why are these protests happening? And what does it reveal about life in Iran today? In this video, we'll break down the causes, the government's response, and the international reactions. The latest wave of protests erupted in late December 2025 in Tehran, sparked by growing frustration over economic hardship. With inflation soaring and basic goods becoming unaffordable, ordinary Iranians began taking to the streets. What started as protests over prices and jobs soon expanded into broader demands for political accountability and systemic change. Observers note that while reminiscent of past movements, such as the 2020 Woman, Life, Freedom protests, the current unrest is largely economic but quickly became political, reflecting widespread discontent. Economic collapse. Years of economic strain, worsened by international sanctions and falling oil revenues, have led to skyrocketing prices, unemployment, and widespread poverty. Inflation has reportedly exceeded 50%, putting immense pressure on families. Social and political frustration. Young Iranians, in particular, are frustrated with political repression, lack of freedoms, and corruption, while the trigger was economic. Many protests have evolved into calls for systemic political change. Information control. The government's near-total internet blackout in early January aimed to prevent coordination and limit international coverage, but citizens continue to use alternative technologies to share news. Protests quickly spread from Tehran to cities and towns across all provinces. Demonstrators come from diverse backgrounds: students, workers, shopkeepers, and farmers, showing the widespread nature of the discontent. Slogans range from economic demands like "We want jobs and fair prices" to political calls for change and justice. This broad participation highlights the deep structural dissatisfaction among Iranians. Iran's government has responded with increasing force, deployment of IRGC and besieged militias against protesters, use of live ammunition, beatings, and mass arrests, targeting of hospitals, aid stations, and journalists. Estimates suggest hundreds or thousands have been killed, and tens of thousands arrested, although precise numbers are difficult to confirm due to censorship. Human rights groups call this one of the deadliest crackdowns since the 1979 Islamic Revolution. The protests in Iran show the power of people united against systemic challenges. Whether change will come or repression will continue, the voices of millions demanding a better future cannot be ignored. If you found this explanation helpful, hit like, subscribe, and share your thoughts in the comments. Stay informed and stay curious.